You're listening to a production of SportsLink Digital Radio.
We are getting ready to go for Thursday night MIVA volleyball action. It is a top 12 matchup from Muncie, Indiana, as the number 9 ranked Ball State Cardinals take on the number 12 ranked McKendree Bearcats. Well, my name is Gillie. Thrilled to be joined by LJ Shrieve. And LJ, this is a very big week for the Ball State Cardinals because this is going to really determine if they had a easy non-conference schedule, if they're going to be a real deal in the MIVA.
Yeah, Max, you just said it. It's a big weekend here in Muncie, and the Cardinals are ready for it. You said it. It's a top 12 matchup tonight against McKendree, tomorrow Lindenwood. We talked before we came on air. They have been an absolute shock to the MIVA this season and have been climbing up the ranks and proving everyone wrong. They were not highly looked at before the season. Now they are. And so it'll be interesting to see how the Cardinals handle it. They haven't gone to 5 sets yet this season. Will they tonight or tomorrow? We shall see.
So again, this is a Ball State team. They are 10-1 this season, 2-0 in MIVA play under first-year head coach as a Cardinal, my guy Indolo, after spending the last few years in this as an assistant coach. And Ball State has had a lot of success the last few years, but you'd be hard-pressed to maybe find a better start to the season since probably the year they went to the Final Four.
Yeah, it's something to look at. When you haven't gone to 5 sets yet, it's hard not to consider that, and only losing to the number 1 team in the country in UCLA, and that was at the very beginning of the season. Yeah, they've started really hot.
Meanwhile, McKendree 6-4 this year. They're coming off of their best program season 1 year ago with 20 wins, and they were the MAC co-regular season champions, losing in the semifinals. But for a program that's only been around since 2014, the upward trajectory of McKendree has been really impressive.
Yeah, they have climbed the ranks quickly, and really it's to no surprise. They've built a very strong culture over there, and they look to continue to do so as they play against one of the teams that is so prominent in this sport.
This is going to be the barometer for the MIVA. Will we see Ball State as one of the top teams, or can McKendree get the win here in Muncie? As both teams get lined up on the court, the fight song goes off, and we will have the national anthem, starters, and more when we come back. This is SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership, and here's why. We stand behind every car we sell and are dedicated to helping our customers save time and money. All our pre-owned cars undergo a rigorous 182-point inspection and come with a 90-day warranty to ensure that you're getting a Victory quality vehicle. Plus, you'll get 2 years of complimentary oil changes and tire rotations. We're part of a top 15 dealership group and have an enormous selection of vehicles with access to inventory at over 45 locations. You always get more for your trade and the best possible rates with us. We have an excellent relationship with hundreds of lenders. Our exclusive Car Doc maintenance and membership program will help you save hundreds of dollars in the process of maintaining your vehicle. Lastly, our state-of-the-art body shop and certified technicians perform high-quality repairs and paintwork on most vehicle makes and models. Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership.
Sometimes it's not the moment. It's the moment before the moment. The moment you make a choice. The moment you take control. The moment only you can own. Gainbridge lets you invest on your terms. So you're not only in charge of this moment, but all the moments to come. Start investing now.
You're listening to SportsLink Digital, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Your home for live Ball State sports. You're listening to Ball State Volleyball, streaming live with SportsLink Digital.
Now back to the arena.
Welcome back to Worthen Arena as we are getting ready for Thursday night MIVA volleyball. As again, it's the Ball State Cardinals and the McKendree Bearcats in a top 12 matchup. Max Gillie, LJ Shrieve here with you. This is Ball State Men's Volleyball, produced by the students of Ball State Sports Link and presented by Victory Honda Muncie. For your next new or pre-owned vehicle, drop by the showroom at the corner of McGallard and Morrison Roads in Muncie, or visit victorymuncie.com. That is VICTORY Muncie.com. All right, LJ, what are some of your keys to the game in this one?
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to look at McKendree and how they start. I mentioned neither of these teams have gone to 5 sets, and so if you're able to get a hold of the first one, you're likely to come out on top. That's been the recipe for success for both of these squads, and so I'm curious to see the pace of play that the Bearcats will start with. And you can kind of say the same thing for the Cardinals, but something to also watch for within the same narrative of not going to 5 yet, do they have the legs? Will the Cardinals be able to keep up against a really good team in McKendree, but also a MIVA team that's going to come in here no matter if they were ranked 12th or not and compete and give you a challenge. And so this is a huge test, really the first big test since early in the season for the Cardinals. It'll be interesting to see, do they have the legs to do it?
And again, that first big test was in Phoenix early this year against number 1 UCLA and Stanford. Both of those games went to 4 sets. So when Ball State plays some of the better teams, it has not been a sweep. As we get ready now to meet some of those starters for the Bearcats wearing their purple uniforms, purple shorts, white numbers, and white trim. Again, McKendree 6-4 this year under head coach Nikki Sandlin. You will see a 6'2 graduate wearing number 2, Tyler Tripp, a 6'7 senior wearing number 10, Bryce Wetgen, a 6'4 redshirt senior wearing number 12, Sam Hoskin, a 6'8 redshirt sophomore middle blocker, number 15, Will Clemack, a 6'8 senior middle blocker wearing number 24, Roland Lively, and then a 6'4 junior setter wearing number 26, Nate Flated. We bring him up because he's currently ranked 3rd in the MIVA in digs, but most importantly, he is on the AVCA Player of the Year watch list alongside of Patrick Rogers. So those two are going to be very fun to watch here tonight.
Yeah, Patrick Rogers, we knew coming into the year that he would be a guy looked upon to not only lead the team on the court, but also off the court. He put in a lot of work this offseason to become a vocal leader and also just lead by example. And that's exactly what he does. The nation was on watch early in the season, and he's been living up to the hype.
Meanwhile, for Ball State, again 10-1 this year under head coach Mike Iandolo, his first year at the helm of the Cardinals, his 4th year overall. Your starters include a 6'5 sophomore outside hitter wearing number 3, Will Basilio, 6'6 junior setter from Brazil, number 9, Lucas Machado, a 6'9 sophomore opposite from Arizona, number 16, Ryan Lewis. You will also see Patrick Rogers, the 6'7 senior, and Will Patterson, the 6'7 sophomore, as well as Braden Savitsky-Lind. And again, we will see the liberos tonight being Victor Scherer from Brazil for Ball State, and Yadi Diaz, number 6 from Florida for McKendree. Ball State in their white uniforms with red numbers and red trim, and this should be a really fun one here tonight. We've mentioned it before, but this is going to prove is Ball State for real or not? And again, if they win here tonight, it doesn't get much easier because the Cinderella story in men's volleyball, it may be early, but Lindenwood has been very impressive.
Lindenwood's been super strong. We talked about how no one really saw them coming. You just said it, Cinderella's story. Will they be able to come in here and compete with one of the top teams in the country that is loaded with talent? We've yet to see, and we'll see it tomorrow, obviously. But tonight's game is super important for Lindenwood tomorrow, because if this one goes 5, where the Cardinals haven't gone yet, and then they have to come in not even 24 hours later, do they have the legs not only for tonight, but for tomorrow? It'll be something to watch for all weekend long, as they have their biggest weekend, obviously, so far this year.
Again, the Lindenwood at Purdue Fort Wayne tonight. That is one of 3 MIVA matches. It's this one between Ball State and McKendree. We mentioned Lindenwood at Purdue Fort Wayne, and then Maryland Eastern Shore at the newest member of the MIVA in Northern Kentucky. As we get this party started here in Worthen, again, it will be the Cardinals serving from left to right here on your radio, as again, Ball State and McKendree just waiting to get this thing started. Real quick, LJ, any final thoughts before we see the first serve?
Well, you know, it'll be interesting to see, again, the pace that is played to get started, but then also watching for Sam Hoskin, how he will perform for the Bearcats tonight. It'll be fun to watch.
So we are getting ready to go here Thursday night, MIVA action. We thank you so much for joining us and spending your Thursday night with us here on SL Digital Radio as we get ready to go. We are waiting the first serve. It will be Machado from Brazil set to serve. He has come in with 12 aces already this season, and he's been very impressive in the assist category with 366 assists heading into this one. We will see who can get the first point here as you hear the whistle. Thursday night volleyball here in Muncie. Here we go. Machado towards the back line. McKendree on the attack, and a big kill already. Sam Hoskin has that go wide, so point Ball State.
Yeah, we're going to see that all night long. The Bearcats going Hoskins' way, but this one just a little too much mustard on it.
So Machado serves again. He hits back row. Let's see what the front 3 for McKendree does this time. And how about that? Sam Hoskin able to score, and this time he keeps it in bounds. So we are tied 1 apiece here in set number 1. Nate Flater now serves for the Bearcats. First time the Bearcats serve in front of the Muncie crowd here tonight. You see Rogers. He's into Patrick Rogers to Will Patterson to score. Point Ball State. And you got to give the assist there to Patrick Rogers, but Will Patterson, who hasn't played maybe as much as he was expecting to at the start of the year, playing well early on, as Patrick Rogers, too much mustard, gets the service error.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Patterson has not played as much as he would have probably hoped to before the season started, but getting a very important start here tonight.
McKendree 2-2 ball game. The Bearcats serve. Cardinals answer, and it ends up being the point there for McKendree. That front row for Ball State looked like Ryan Lewis was going to try and get up in the air for a kill. He misses, gives an easy point there for the Bearcats.
Yeah, just a little miscommunication between the 3 on the front row. Never something you like to see, but also early in this one.
Hoskin to serve again. Cardinals with Scherer in the back line. Machado, big power from Basilio, and that stays in. Point Ball State. We are tied 3-3 here in set number 1. It was on the far side. The kill there from Will Basilio gives the point to Ball State. And let's see now what Will Patterson can bring this time on the serve. Gets across the net. There's a fight at the front, and that is Ryan Lewis with the rejection. Point Ball State.
Ryan Lewis, one of the Cardinals that has just started the season so hot, not only on the offensive end, but showing his defense right there, getting up against Hoskin.
Cardinals serve again. They are up 4-3. Let's see if McKendree can score some offense. McKendree back row, tempting at the kill for Hoskin. And again, there's a fight at the net. It goes the way of the Bearcat, however, last touched by Savitsky Lind.
Tyler Tripp, second on the team in kills, just over 3 a game, gets his first right there. He is another one of those outside hitters for the Bearcats that is just so consistent.
Will Klemek set to serve now for the Bearcats as we are tied 4-4 apiece here in set number 1. in the road to 25. Will Basilio, big kill from the left front of the net. I mean, it was all Basilio there, able to get an easy point.
The Ontario native, 2 of the 5 for the Cardinals. He's off to a hot one.
And again, he's only a sophomore. He had a lot of playing time last year, and he has looked even better this year as Ryan Lewis able to get the ace. Painting that top right corner of the Terraflex court and somehow able to keep it in bounds and get an ace for Ball State.
His 9th of this season.
It's one of the best aces he's had all year. Cards lead 6-4. Cards on the attack. You see Savitsky Lynn try and get a nice kill. It will not be enough. Dig for Ball State. Savitsky Lynn tries to get a kill. This time it will not go. Klemek and McKendree finesse their way over the net on the far side. Point Bearcats.
Man, that one was back and forth, just hitting it all over the place. Didn't look super organized. It kind of looked like 8th grade gym volleyball right there, where it was just bouncing all around.
And there will be a service error from the Bearcats on the serve immediately. That is Bryce Wetjen getting his 47th service error. That's a category he would like to stop contributing to as Basilio serves for the Cardinals. They lead 7-5 here early in set number 1. And the power from Tyler Tripp. That was a quick kill there on the near side. And if that's a blink and you miss it type kill, I mean, precision from Tyler Tripp. So Tripp set to serve. It's 7-6. Bearcats trail by 1. We'll make it 8-6. Too much power from Tripp. Sends that wide right. Cards lead 8-6 early in set number 1. Braden Savitsky Lynn to serve now for the Cardinals on the near side. Savitsky Lynn hits back row. Dig by McKendree, trying to keep it alive for now. And it's a tiny touch from Roland Lively, but that is enough. It's the almost soft touch from that front row that has really been able to score some of these points.
Yeah, Lively just hung in the air. That set was in and out of the hands, and so he was on his way down, just loftily gets it over, and Cardinals unable to get there and make a play on the ball.
Entry to serve. Lewis the kill. Rejected. We are tied 8 apiece from that front row attack. Once again, we will credit Sam Hoskin there, able to get a nice block. So we are tied 8 apiece. Set number 1, Lively to serve. Scherer with the dig. Lewis tries to kill. Got it. 9-8 Cardinals lead. And Ryan Lewis on the near side with an important kill.
Yeah, after getting stuffed on that last one, he was going to make sure that he was precise on his touch. Get some nice power along that baseline. Keeps the Cardinals up front.
Machado serves for Ball State. They lead by 1, 9-8. Power from McKendree, a little too much from Diaz. So we will give the point to Ball State. Cards first to double digits. They lead 10-8.
That one looked like it just got away from him. He put a little too much on it. It was a good spot, just a little bit outside.
Machado serves again for the Cardinals. They lead by 2. Machado, soft touch over the net. The dig by McKendree, trying to get some offense. Tripp, not enough. Now on the far side, Cardinals. Patrick Rogers fights at the net. McKendree stays alive. Here's the attempt at the kill from Wetjen. And it goes just a bit outside. Point Ball State. You like the effort there, and truly, I mean, it was probably just a foot being the difference of being inbounds for the point.
And that one only won because Basilio laid out and made a play right in front of that Cardinal bench.
3-0 Cardinal scoring run, 11-8 here in set number 1. Tripp tries to get a kill. Machado says not so fast. Back row attack now for the McKendree Bearcats, and the 3-0 run is over. Point Nate Flater and the McKendree Bearcats only trail by 2 now, 11-9. So Flater will serve. Flater, one of the reasons why McKendree had so much success 1 year ago. Bearcats serve. Received by the Cardinals. This is Rogers near side. Gets the kill. However, it will be an error from the Cardinals. They say Rogers touches the antenna. So point Bearcats.
Yeah, it's a tough break right there, especially from your leader, Patrick Rogers. You don't like to see that, but nevertheless, you still have that 1 point lead hanging on.
So this will be 12-10 now with the service error from Flater. That goes wide through the end zone, so it will be 12-10 Cardinals lead, as this will be Patrick Rogers set to serve. Cardinals up by 2. Rogers, back row attack. McKendree trying to get the kill on the near side. Rejected by Ball State. Here's the other attempt here now from McKendree near side. Once again, the brick wall from Ryan Lewis, and Will Patterson gives another point to Ball State.
Wetjen went for it, back-to-back swings, and that second one was, he put all of his arm into it, but I wasn't quite sure why that whole 3 guys on the front row all over it.
So 13-11 now. Rogers with the service error. And again, Patrick Rogers usually a little more careful with some of his kills, but early on, he's just had a little too much power today. So Bearcats set to serve. Cards lead by 2, 13-11. Lewis tries to get the kill from the near side, and he will. Point Ball State, courtesy of Ryan Lewis.
Lewis's second kill of set number 1, and a big reason why the Cardinals have found their offensive rhythm.
So Will Patterson serves for the Cardinals. Received by the Bearcats. Another fight at the net. This time it goes the way of the Bearcats. Pulled out by Ball State. Point McKendree. So this will be the first time we get to mention Will Klemek, a redshirt sophomore from Mount Prospect, Illinois, set to serve for the Bearcats. They trail 14-12. Here in set number 1, Cardinals with the road to 15. Makes that easy. It will be a point Ball State. The service error from the Cardinals. That leads us to a media timeout. Ball State leads 15-12. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, the remainder of set number 1 here on SL Digital, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Behind every strong hip and knee. Behind every strong shoulder.
Good catch.
Behind every strong team is our highly skilled team of experts in orthopedics. IU Health is the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of Ball State Athletics, and we're here to keep you moving. From acute injuries to chronic pain and conditions, go where the athletes go. Walk-in appointments for new injuries are available Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can always schedule a same-day or next-day appointment and wait from the comfort of your home. Visit iuhealth.org/MuncieOrtho to learn more.
From the bell tower to your smartphone, anywhere in the world.
Never miss Ball State Sports with SportsLink Digital.
Welcome back to Worthen Arena as the Ball State Cardinals lead 15-12 against McKendree. Want to let you know about Next Point, SportsLink's latest follow documentary directed by Josh Bobay, produced by Will Cheratini and Keegan McClure. Next Point offers an in-depth look at the men's volleyball team exploring their lives on and off the court. New episodes released the first week of every month, February through May, on YouTube at Ball State SportsLink. As we welcome you back to Worthen Arena, Max Gillie, LJ Shrieve here with you. It's 15-12, obviously a close matchup, but those service errors are really affecting McKendree.
4 of them, Max Gillie. It has been rough, and it's not necessarily just the Bearcats.
So Lewis with the serve keeps it inbounds for the time being. Wetjen tries to get the kill, and too much power from that far right corner. So point Ball State. That's another thing that hasn't been going well. It's that front row attack with just too much power, sending it wide left.
Yeah, it's been from both sides too. Wetjen and then also Hoskins, both of them just sailing them.
Lewis serves for Ball State. Cards lead 16-12. There's an error from McKendree as they tried to get the kill. Lack of communication gets an easy point to the Cardinals there, as it was just a miss at the kill.
Yeah, that's just miscommunication, and then also just an error between the chemistry that you have with your setter and then outside hitters.
Cards up by 5 here in set number 1. And Tyler Tripp from the left corner finally gives another point to McKendree. That is a kill and a point for McKendree.
Timing is everything between your setter and the outside hitters, and that just shows, it's still an early season. McKendree, this season's very early, and everything's just kind of now getting started.
Bryce Wetjen gets a service error, so it gives another point to Ball State. You mentioned early in the season, that is one thing Nikki Sandlin wants her team to stop doing. And they came into this one with 165 service errors, did McKendree, as Machado serves for Ball State. Steve Lively tries to get a kill, rejected by Ball State. And Scherer on the far side. Now to Lewis, near side, tries to get a kill. McKendree says not so fast. Wetjen with the hit over the net. Machado, Lewis, kill. Can it stay alive? It will. Saved by McKendree. Scherer with the dig. Machado tries to get the kill, and that's a point for Ball State.
Machado finishing it off. That one was a wild point right there. They really earned it. They had the Bearcats scrambling all over the Terraflex.
Nearly went into that first row of seats. Good effort from McKendree. Not enough, though. They trail 19-13 as the Cardinals, with Braden Savitsky-Lynn from that middle block, able to get the easy kill, and a timeout taken by Nikki Sandlin and McKendree. We will keep it here. LJ, what do you think Sandlin's going to be telling her Bearcat squad?
Well, you had those couple possessions where you weren't beating yourself up. You weren't sailing it out of bounds, or you didn't have yet another service error. But Ball State had just outplayed you. That last one, it came at you too quick. They couldn't even react. The one before, like I said, they were running all over the Terraflex, running towards their bench, towards the courtside fans sitting. And so they couldn't even get a proper set in. And so they were just all over the place the last couple possessions since the media timeout. Haven't necessarily given themselves an offensive opportunity to get back at Ball State, and Ball State's taken advantage of that.
So McKendree trails 19-13 here in set number 1. McKendree hitting at only a 9.1% clip compared to Ball State hitting at a 333 clip. And so offensively, McKendree has really struggled to get any form of offense here.
Yeah, they really have, and we've mentioned, obviously, the service errors. So when you have those, it's going to be tough to find an offensive rhythm. But even when they've gotten to their offensive sets, it's been mistiming between the setter and the hitters, and obviously that recipe is not ending in success, and that's why they're down right now by 6.
Cilio serves on the near side for the Cardinals. Too much sauce gives the easy point to the Bearcats.
Oh, boy. That one wasn't necessarily close.
No, that nearly flew all the way past the Terraflex and into the front row of the stands. So point Bearcats, they trail 20-14 here in set number 1 as the Bearcats set to serve. Machado, he used it to Savitsky-Lind, and we see the whistle from the officials. They give the point there from the Cardinals. I think they may have said that there was a lift of some kind, and my guy Andolo, frustrated, he will get a review here. We will wait to see what they are challenging, as again, the joys of being at Worthen Arena is they completely turn the video board off of the broadcast, so we cannot see the replay angles at all. But what do you think they're trying to review here?
Yeah, I think that head official is just looking to see if he truly did lift it. I mean, I assume that's what they're looking at, right? Because it didn't seem like, anyone ran into the net or anything where it was arguable for that from that stance. But that was a quick one. That was a quick review. Most of the time, it's not that quick, so I'm pretty fired up about that.
So it will be given a kill to Ball State. They lead 21-14. That may be the record for the quickest review Worthen has seen all year. As Savitsky Lynn set to serve for the Ball State Cardinals. They are up 7 here in set number 1. Savitsky Lynn hits it back row. McKendree on the attack. There's the kill. That is Roland Lively. And he was right place, right time, able to get that point and stop Ball State's scoring.
That one just, the timing between the two was phenomenal right there, and that's what the Bearcats need to get to more, that quick-paced offense.
So McKendree trails by 6 as Patrick Rogers increases the lead to 7. He is at that far right corner, able to get the quick kill, gives the point to Ball State. They are now up 22-15 in the road to 25.
Someone that averages just under 4 kills a game, his first of set number 1.
Gatto serves, back row, dive from Basilio. Scherer finds Lewis, near side. Lewis lifts it over the net, not enough power. McKendree on the attack this time by Wetjen. Can he get the point? Point for the Bearcats. Correction, we'll say Sam Hoskin gets the point there.
Yeah, looked like he just had a misread back there from Basilio. That one right in front of him. It's a bad mistake.
22-16 Ball State leads here in set number 1. Machado, Rogers, unable to get the kill. Cardinals trying to keep this alive once again, and it is Ryan Lewis from the far end of the court gets the kill. So it will be correction. It looked like it was going to be a point for Ball State. The officials say no, he tooled that out. So actually the point goes to the Bearcats, so they only trail 22-17. They'll make that, however, 23-17, immediately having a service error. So if you're a Ball State fan, could you call that karma? I don't know, but we will give the point there to Ball State. And that is going to be something that Sandlin needs her squad to change, is the amount of service errors, as that was serving error number 6 as McKendree gets the easy point there, making it 23-18 as there's the kill there from Clemac right from that middle block position. So this will send now Sam Hoskin to serve on the far side. Hoskin for McKendree. Leads it to Ball State. Patrick Rogers says not so fast. A big kill leads to set point.
Rogers getting the 2 last kills for the Cardinals. Looking to push them through in set number 1.
See what Will Patterson can do. Cards lead 24-18. Patterson far side. Diaz finds it to Hoskins. Cardinals this time by. Big kill from Rogers. No, too much power. So we will try this again. Set point once again as the Cardinals lead 24-19. So not any time for the Cardinals to push the panic button quite yet as they lead by 5. And we will see McKendree now set to serve with Wetjen. Wetjen, too much power. Service error number 7, and most importantly, set 1 victory for the Ball State Cardinals. They win 25-19 to take the first set. LJ, what went well for the Cardinals?
Well, they just they gave what, the Bearcats gave them. They sat back and allowed for the Bearcats to make their errors, and McKendree struggled in certain areas, and that's where the Cardinals took advantage. They found their hitters in Ryan Lewis and Patrick Rogers throughout set number 1, but really it was a team effort between keeping possessions alive, some good sets here and there, just really not making any mistakes. Costly mistakes is how they won set number 1.
Cardinals win set 1, 25-19. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, set 2 action from Worthen Arena as the Cardinals lead 1-0. Against number 12, McKendree Bearcats.
Looking for flawless awards, trophies, plaques, medals, or engraved keepsakes right here in Muncie? Head to Awards Plus, your hometown expert for over 25 years. Located at 301 West Main Street, they're the area's leading trophy shop, serving the Muncie and surrounding area. Awards Plus delivers top quality with attention to detail and fast, reliable service. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. Stop by or call 765-282-3511. Awards Plus, where the achievements take center stage. A proud partner of Ball State Athletics.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our lower prices. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
From Trivia Night at Brothers and Tater Tots at Roots.
Never miss a Ball State game with SportsLink Digital.
This broadcast is produced by students of Ball State SportsLink and presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. For your next new or pre-owned vehicle, drop by the showroom at the corner of McGowan and Morrison Roads in Muncie or visit victorymuncie.com. Max Gillie, LJ Shrieve here with you as the Cards took set one 25-19. It was a game that really came down to those service errors. McKendree 7 service errors to Ball State's only 3.
Yeah, and those 7, well, they only lost by 6. And so I'm not saying they need to be perfect in order to win that game, but that definitely did semi-take them out of it. And nothing kills momentum like a service error.
Also had 6 attacking errors to only hit at a clip of 192. Ball State had 10 kills, 1 ace, 8 digs. They hit at a clip of 350. Ball State played really well. Was there a player who stood out to you the most?
Well, I do feel like it was a pretty balanced attack from the Cardinals in set number 1. Patrick Rogers obviously finished very strong. He had his only 2 kills in the 20s, so it's hard, but he also had 2 errors of his own, so it's hard not to completely look that way. But Ryan Lewis is really who stood out to me. He was involved a lot, whether he had 2 kills, and so it wasn't like nothing crazy, but I thought he did a very good job stepping up when needed outside. And in that back row, Will Basilio played really well, and he had 2 kills of his own, so he was able to step up when the Cardinals needed him to. But man, he was all over the place.
So the Cardinals will be hitting now from right to left as McKendree and the Bearcats with Nate Flater set to serve here to start set number 2. Cards lead 1-0 here in a top 12 matchup between number 12 McKendree, number 9 Ball State. To serve from McKendree. Currently in the back row for the Bearcats once again. Cardinals on the attack this time by Machado. Finds Lewis. Not so fast, says Flater. Let's see what McKendree can bring. Wetchen hits it into Ball State with Patrick Rogers on the kill attempt. That's not enough power. Machado with the block from Patterson. Still not enough. Wetchen again. No, says Ball State. Machado finds it. Patterson. Front row attack once again from the Bearcats. Wetchen tries to get a nice finesse kill. Jarrah says no, so fast. Back row dig from the Bearcats. We're going back and forth, and finally, Sam Hoskin and the Bearcats are able to end the rally with a kill. That is exactly what Nikki Sandlin wanted to see. You saw her on the sideline. She was hyped up after that kill there from Hoskin.
How could you not be fired up, and what a way to start set number 2.
So Bearcats lead 1-0 here in set number 2 as we saw Flater, too much power, gives the point to the Cardinals, and there's the ugly head of service errors. That's number 8 now for McKendree.
Well, just another moment where it's a momentum killer, like we've talked about it. It's hard to build some momentum and juice around yourself when you're just sailing all your serves out of bounds.
Tied 1 apiece here. Let's see what McKendree can bring this time. By from the back row, not enough power. Will Patterson, how about that? He is able to score. So 2-1 advantage Ball State with the kill from Patterson. He was right in the right place at the right time. So 2-1 Cardinals lead with Machado to serve once again. Dig from Tripp. Bearcats fight at the net. It goes the way of the Cardinals, and Ryan Lewis with a big block.
Yeah, that was a big one. And again, it's just making those winning plays. The Cardinals continuing to give themselves an opportunity to serve and keep this momentum rolling.
Rio run for the Cardinals will end after the service error there from Machado. So 3-2 advantage Ball State. This will be Sam Hoskin to serve. So both of these coaches are going to want to do everything they can to prevent further service errors. Finesse from Rogers, not enough over the net. Wedge in, rejected from Ball State. Scherer finds Lewis near side, and it is going to be the block at the net. Point for McKendree.
Yeah, that's an impressive block. I mean, Ryan Lewis soaring up there to go get it, but when you have three guys, it's going to be tough to get through that one.
So that was Clement and Wetjen, who made it very difficult for the Cardinals to score. Bearcats serve on a 3-3 tie ball game here in set number 2. Rogers, far side, tries to get a kill, not enough power, and it's last touch by Will Clement. So point for the Bearcats with the kill.
A rare opportunity where you see Rogers one-on-one on the outside and didn't take advantage of it. Looked like he left a little bit on that one. Bearcats know that they got away with one there. Take advantage of it themselves.
Bearcats lead 4-3 as you saw Patterson try and get the dig. It was not enough. Fight at the net goes the way of the Bearcats. So now a bit of a run for McKendree. They lead 5-3, and it's that front row attack of Ball State that looked so good in set number 1. They tool that out of bounds, giving the point there to McKendree. Sam Hoskin once again for the Bearcats, received by the Cardinals, and that is Will Clement, and it's getting scary for Ball State. They trail 6-3 and a 5-0 run for McKendree.
Well, when you don't have those service errors, you give yourself an opportunity to go on a run, and boy, that is what the Bearcats are doing.
And Ball State's really struggled to stop that front row attack in the win against Queens. That's why Cardinals were able to get the win there, but we talk about the service errors. There's another one. So if you're keeping track at home, that is now service error number 9 for the Bearcats as Cardinals set to serve. They trail 6-4 here in set number 2. Wetjen with the kill, rejected. That is going to be Basilio and Will Patterson. We've been waiting to see the Will Patterson from last year. Will Patterson is back in another big block for Ball State. So it is 6-5 advantage Bearcats. The dig from Diaz. Wetjen tries to get the kill, not enough. It goes wide right. Point Ball State, and just like that, we are tied.
Looked like Rogers almost put his hands up there, but not quite. He keeps him down. Smart decision.
Rogers serves for the Cardinals, and too much power gives the point there to the Bearcats. And Rogers, who has played really well in the early part of this season, has made another error for the Cardinals. He has struggled here early. So it will be Bearcats set to serve. Cardinals with Patterson from the middle blocker position, unable to get the kill. Machado this time by Wetjen gets the kill instead. There's a joust at the net, and it goes the way of the Bearcat.
Yeah, they're starting to find an offense here in set number 2. You didn't really see this in set number 1 where they were able to get, whether that's back-to-back points or 3 points in a row and really start to build some momentum offensively. And you're seeing Ball State just make silly mistakes because of it.
Bearcats serve. They are up 8-6. Cardinals with Ryan Lewis unable to get the kill on the far side. Bearcats back on the attack. That's Tripp who's able to get the precise kill into that right top corner of the court, and it makes an easy point for Bearcats.
Yeah, that one you kind of just sit back and respect because that was, you said it, just precise with that touch.
9-6, McKendree leads here in set number 2. They lost set number 1, so looking to tie this. Scherer with the dig. Machado with the lift over the net. Not enough power. McKendree back on the attack. That's Tripp. Rejected by Ball State. Now Wetjen, near side, tries to get the kill. It goes wide right. Point Ball State.
Cardinals finally get the stop that they needed.
Yadi Diaz makes his way back in the libero for the Bearcats as we once again see Will Patterson serve for Ball State. And there was Lively with the battle of the net. It gets last touch by the Cardinals, flies out of bounds. The point to the Bearcats. So, Bearcats lead 10-7. They're the first to double digits here, and there's a reason why McKendree is ranked 12th in the country. Wetjen with the serve. Cardinals with Will Basilio on the attack. The kill for Ball State. Will Basilio's found a sweet spot there on the left side of middle blocker in Braden Savitsky-Lynn. So it will be 10-8, advantage Ball State. We will make that now 11-8. Ryan Lewis with the service error. And the count at home, it is 9 service errors for McKendree, now 6 for Ball State. And that is something both coaches would love to avoid. Tyler Tripp serves for the Bearcats. They are up by 3. Cardinals with BSL, Braden Savitsky-Lynn unable to get the kill. Machado finds it to Lewis. Not enough power. McKendree back on the attack. Triple threat at the net. Cardinals and Will Basilio able to get the kill.
That's a big one for the Cardinals. Just the power used with that point right there. I expect it to lead into some momentum because, boy, do they need it.
11-9 advantage for McKendree. We can make that 12-9 service error number 7 on the day for the Cardinals now.
This is only a 3-point game here in set number 2, but boy, it feels bigger than that.
So this will be Bearcats on the attack. As again, McKendree leads 12-9. Cardinals with Braden Savitsky-Lynn gets the much-needed kill for the Cardinals from the middle blocker position. There's the kill, and it is 12-10.
Savitsky-Lynn's second kill. Check that third kill of the night. Off to a pretty solid one through a set and a half of play.
Cardinals serve, they trail by 2. McKendree back on the attack once again. That is Sam Hoskin gets the kill, and he has found a sweet spot as he hits it to his right and draws the point.
Sam Hoskin, the go-to option for the Bearcats on the outside, and he's showing why that is. We expected to see him play pretty well tonight, and he's doing so in set 2.
Later serves. McKendree trying to attack in the front row, and Lucas Machado gets the block and a point for Ball State, as it was just awkward lack of communication from McKendree there. As it looked like Plater was going to try and get a kill. Bearcats were just caught watching as Machado gets the point for Ball State, so it's 13-11 card serve. Scherer keeps it alive with the dig. Lewis tries to get the kill. Perfection. A missile gives the point there to the Cardinals. They only trail by 1, 13-12.
Hanging around in this one. The Cardinals are doing so, and Lewis with the point that really only Ryan Lewis can do with his length and size.
Machado serves, hits the net. McKendree keeps it alive, though. Wetjen tries to get a block. It won't be enough. Outside, Lewis tries to get the kill. And another rocket. It will be the point for Ball State, as again, it was last touch by Flater.
Ryan Lewis back-to-back kills. Starting to find some momentum.
And we see the review there from head coach Nikki Samlin. She wants to challenge that. And you saw immediately Nate Flater was talking to our officials. McKendree clearly thinks that that was last touch by the Cardinals and should be a point for the Bearcats. So we are tied 13 apiece right now. We will wait to give you the review. Meanwhile, we want to let you know that the best stories in Ball State sports, our latest videos and SportsLink program information, it can be found at ballstatesportslink.com. That's ballstatesportslink.com. So it's 13-13. We will give you the review results once we get them, but Matt Gillie, Shrieve here with you. What's gone well for McKendree so far? Because they've looked a lot better.
Yeah, it's been less sloppy play, I think, overall, which in that you're not going to beat yourself up. So you give yourself an opportunity to build off some momentum and find some things that are working and that will, you know, find its own groove offensively. And so it seems to be that they've done so in that sense, and they also look like they're just playing with more confidence out here. They're getting the ball where they need to, but it just, you know, whether it's the front row getting ready to go up for a block and, you know, keep the possession alive, I think they've done a much better job at that.
So the point will go to the Cardinals here, as again McKendree looked like they were trying to argue that the Cardinals had hit the antenna. So we remain now Cardinals point, and Lucas Machado will serve. A tie ball game, 13 apiece here in set number 2. Machado, too much power, gives the point there to McKendree. That is not what Ball State was looking to do. That's now service error number 8.
Both of them kind of trading service errors. Obviously, the Cardinals have more in this set than the Bearcats do, but it was the opposite in set number 1, and obviously having a lot of those is a recipe for failure.
Joust at the net. Cardinals trying to get the attack again, but there's a rejection. Bryce Wetjen tools it out. Point Ball State.
Ryan Lewis once again being a threat for the Cardinals.
So you hear Shondell in the background. We are tied 14 apiece as Patrick Rogers set to serve. Ryan Lewis gets a big kill, and in the race to 15, the point goes in favor of Ball State. And just like that, we are at a media timeout, but this has been a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, this is such a pivotal set, and so you'd want to see that passion and heart being played out by both these sides, and it really felt like up until, I guess, McKendree hit that 12-point mark that they had a comfortable 2 to 3 point lead throughout the whole set, but it felt like a bigger lead than that. They were, in my eyes, dominating this set and looked like they had an opportunity to get to that 15 and then kind of walk away with it, like the Cardinals did in set number 1, but Ball State pumped the brakes on that and found an offensive rhythm, but really Ryan Lewis has just stepped up in a huge way, scoring all over the court, and so Cardinals beat the Bearcats to 15 in a pivotal set number 2. It'll be interesting to see, can they come out of this and continue, or will we continue to see those sloppy errors that we saw from Ball State in the first 15?
So again, it is 15-14 advantage Ball State here in set number 2. Cardinals won set number 1, 25-19. Taking a look at some of the stats here as McKendree's made their way back to the court. As Cards lead the kill category 19-18. Cards have 1 service ace. They have 4 blocks to 3, 16 digs to 14. And Cardinals have 8 service errors, McKendree 9 service errors. But looking at those stats, it is nearly identical, which is what you expect to see in a close game like this, so we are out of the media timeout. Let's get ready to go here. It will be Patrick Rogers and the Ball State Cardinals on the serve here to start set number 2. Max Gillie, LJ Shrieve here with you, and thank you so much for joining us here today as Will Basilio welcomes us back with a nice kill.
Will Basilio, another name that's kind of gone under the radar in set number 2. We've seen him play at the front lines throughout this one, unlike in set number 1 where he was in the back row, and man, he's making his impact all over.
Well, Patrick Rogers on the serve immediately hits the line judge there on the far left side of the court. So this will be service error number 9 and a point for the Bearcats.
Yeah, that's a mistake that you don't want to see from your captain, especially with an opportunity to go up 3.
So McKendree on the serve. Bearcats trail by 1 as Will Basilio able to lift it over the net and somehow gets the kick. Still there from Will Basilio. Man, it was not pretty, but it was effective and somehow keeps it in between the paint. So it is 17-15. And too much power now from Will Patterson. So the Cardinals now lead the service error train with 10.
Back and forth we go, not only on the scoreboard, but in the service error stat.
So McKendree will serve. Rogers keeps it alive for the Cardinals. Lewis gets the kill from the far side of the court. Hits it left. Last touch by McKendree. Point, Ball State.
Why not Ryan Lewis? Kill number 7 on the night. He has been on fire, especially here in set number 2. You would have no one else serving right now.
Cardinals up by 2, 18-16. It's an error from the back row and Sam Hoskins. So an ace for Ball State. 19-16, and Hoskins going to want that one back. So this will be Ryan Lewis to serve again. Can he get another service ace? Not this time. McKendree on the attack once again with Tripp. Not enough power. Cards this time by Lewis. Last touch by McKendree. Hold on. They say it went out of bounds. So the point for McKendree. It looked like the Bearcats were the last ones to touch it, but the officials deemed that no, it instead went out of bounds. No need for a review, so it will be point Bearcats.
It felt like that one was a little forced to Ryan Lewis there.
I agree, as it is 19-17 now, as there's an easy point there from Braden Savitsky-Lynn.
Savitsky-Lynn, again, another one of the guys who has just gone under the radar through the first almost 2 sets. He has done everything that they've asked, and that's kill number 4 for him.
So Cardinals on the serve. That's Will Basilio. They are up 20-17. Machado, Basilio, precise kill for the Cardinals. That's point 21. And another big move for Will Basilio. Timeout McKendree. We will keep it here. A very important timeout for the Bearcats as the Cardinals starting to run away with this. That's what happened last time.
Yeah, quite impressive. You battle to that 15 point, marker in the set, and once they get there, they kind of just roll out and have been cruising since. They're on a 6-3 run. That's tough to battle, and McKendree, who looked like they were in control through the first 15, even though they were still down 1 at the 15 point mark, they still felt like they were in control. But man, you saw Basilio come out of that with a point right there. He gets 6 kills, only 1 behind Lewis with 7. Basilio's been red hot here in set number 2.
And he's a player who only averages about 2 kills a set. He's up to 6 already. So this would be a big game for Basilio, who had a career-high 11 kills against Missouri S&T, and he's looking on pace to get close to that number.
Yeah, we were wondering how many sets this one goes, but, man, the Cardinals taking care, and they only want it to go 3, man.
So 21-17 Cardinals lead. Basilio on the serve. McKendree trying to force it over. It's still a fight for the Cardinals, somehow keeping it alive, and Nate Flater ends it for McKendree. They get a point there, but the effort from Ball State to be able to dive and get those saves to keep that rally alive was really impressive. I mean, nearly having to go into the media row to get that dig.
Yeah, a heads-up play there from the Bearcats just to dump that one down where there's space.
So it will be point Bearcats there. Too much power from the Cardinals. Jack Morikawa makes his way in. First time we've been able to see the senior setter from California. He comes in only really known for digs. Is Morikawa as he gets the serve there. It will stay alive as Ryan Lewis gets himself the kill. 22-19, and Ryan Lewis, big kill.
Max, who else would it have been? I mean, Lewis, we talked about him in the before this match got started. He was on fire to start the season, and, hasn't necessarily slowed down that much, but has come back to earth. And, man, tonight he is heating it up in maybe their most important match of the season.
So the Cardinals with the serve. Bearcats and Morikawa tries to get the easy point, and they do. So point Bearcats. Cards lead 22-20 here in set number 2. And still a lot of fight there from the Bearcats. This is a lot closer late in the set than we saw last time out as Flater serves. Flater back row, saved by Scherer. Cardinals with Patrick Rogers gets the kill. He's on the near side, climbs the ladder, gets the easy point at the net. Machado will serve here. Cards lead 23-20. Machado back row, saved by Diaz. Wetjen, not enough power. Joust at the net. Point for Ball State. And we have hit set point already. 24-20. And Machado with the chance to serve. Machado. Kept alive by Diaz and the Bearcats. Again, this is set point here for set number 2. Lewis gets the kill, rejected at the rim. It tools out of bounds, and point Ball State. That's how we will end set number 2. Ball State wins 25-20. They take a 2-0 advantage here, and unless McKendree can get a reverse sweep, this is going to be a tough task for the Bearcats.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive to see the Cardinals battle back like they did after struggling so much in the beginning stages of set number 2. Shows that this team does have the fight and the grit that people were wondering heading into this game. Not only is this a huge match, top 12 matchup here in the country, but it's a huge one in MIVA play, and Cardinals hadn't really been tested yet this season until you look way early in the season against the number 1 team. We were wondering how much of a test this one would be. Man, the first half of set number 2 was back and forth, but then the Cardinals controlled things and walked away. They looked to get out of here in 3.
So again, Cards up 2-0 here in set number 2. There were 17 kills and 12 assists, 11 digs in set number 1 for the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for McKendree, 8 kills with 7 assists and 10 digs. Your stats currently, Ball State winning the kill category 27-19. Cardinals lead the error category with 10 service errors to 9. 2 aces for Ball State. 19 digs to 14 for Ball State. 5 blocks to 3, with Ball State holding that advantage. And the Cardinals lead here early. So once again, it is a 2-0 lead for Ball State. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, third set action here for Thursday night MIVA action from Worthen Arena.
Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership, and here's why. We stand behind every car we sell and are dedicated to helping our customers save time and money. All our pre-owned cars undergo a rigorous 182-point inspection and come with a 90-day warranty to ensure that you're getting a Victory quality vehicle. Plus, you'll get 2 years of complimentary oil changes and tire rotations. We're part of a top 15 dealership group and have an enormous selection of vehicles with access to inventory at over 45 locations. You always get more for your trade and the best possible rates with us. We have an excellent relationship with hundreds of lenders. Our exclusive Car Doc maintenance and membership program will help you save hundreds of dollars in the process of maintaining your vehicle. Lastly, our state-of-the-art body shop and certified technicians perform high-quality repairs and paint work on most vehicle makes and models. Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership.
Hey Cardinal fans, show your pride wherever you go with the Ball State Financial Debit Card, now featuring your favorite mascot, Charlie Cardinal. It's the perfect card for students, alumni, and lifelong fans, letting you show your Cardinal spirit with every purchase you make. And with Ball State Financial, you'll get all the convenience, security, and hometown service you deserve from people who love this community as much as you do. Explore the card in your hometown credit union at fcfcu.com/chirp. Ball State Financial, your hometown credit union.
We have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
You're listening to Ball State Sports Live with SL Digital, the best student radio channel in the country. This is Jack Kaiser. I broadcast for Big Ten Network, and I'm a proud SportsLink alum. Chirp, chirp.
Congratulations, by the way, to Jack Kaiser, who just had that ad read. He was just announced to be beginning to call games for the Indoor Football League as one of the national broadcasters. So he's one of the great alums here from Ball State Sports Link. As best stories in Ball State Sports, latest videos and Sports Link program information can be found at ballstatesportslink.com. That's ballstatesportslink.com. You can join LJ Shrieve and myself, Max Gillie, as a member of SportsLink. Applications are still available. Again, that's ballstatesportslink.com. As we welcome you back here to Worthen Arena. Cards lead 2-0 after winning 25-20, but it is a lot more competitive than probably that end of set number 2 really showed.
Yeah, it ended in the way where Ball State kind of took care of things, but boy, it was back and forth and really in favor of the Bearcats early in set number 2. And then set number 1 was pretty close as well. Bearcats definitely, even though they're down 0-2, and the season, if you look at how both teams have performed, it leans the way of the Cardinals taking care of things here in this set or the next. You never know. This team is ranked number 12 in the country for a reason, and they are one of the top teams in the MIVA, and they want to prove that not only to themselves, but to this Cardinal team as well.
So we're waiting to see the serve now from the Ball State Cardinals, and that would be Lucas Machado set to start this thing off here in set number 3. Again, Cardinals now from left to right. Cards lead 2-0 in the road to 25 as Machado, too much power, the point to McKendree, and that is not the result that Ball State wanted to see. That's now service error number 11 for the Cards.
I think I know what they might be working on in practice this next week.
And again, Ball State plays number 13 McKendree tomorrow, the Cinderella story of the MIVA with wins over Loyola Chicago and Lewis. That is not what Ball State wants to bring, as there's a service error there from the Bearcats. So a lot of back and forth action in the battle of service errors. So the question is, who's going to actually be able to score the first offensive point here in set number 3, as Rogers set to serve for the Cardinals. And there's an error at the net. The point now for Ball State. Again, McKendree there wanted to get the lift to try and attempt to kill. They instead hit the error. So it's a 2-1 advantage Ball State here in set number 3. We will make that 2-2 now as Patrick Rogers heaves that way out of bounds.
Seen that a handful of times tonight. Rogers just uncharacteristically sailing those serves.
You love the power. You just wish it would be a little more precise if you're a Ball State fan. We are a 2-2 ball game here as Basilio with the joust at the net. Here's the second attempt from Basilio, rejected with the front row attack of McKendree. That is what they did very well early in the second. It was the power there from Lamek and Hoskin in the front row. So Bearcats lead 3-2 here in set number 3. They trail 2-0. So it's going to take a lot of effort if the Bearcats want to come back, as they have only won in more than 2 times in their history, as there's the kill from Patterson, point Ball State. And Will Patterson had a good first set, and he's looking to continue that momentum here in set number 3 as Patterson to serve. Hoskins finds it to Tripp, saved by Ball State. Tripp tries to get the kill again, and it is successful. Point McKendree.
Yeah, once again, just it's a mistake from the Cardinals that the Bearcats take advantage of, and that's a recipe for success. Just allowing yourselves to beat them where they're struggling, and that's what McKendree did right there.
4-3 Bearcats lead here in set number 3 as the Cardinals on the attack. There's Ryan Lewis. He cannot get the kill. As Cardinals having another attempt. Lewis this time by, saved for McKendree. And there's Basilio, who's able to get the point there as McKendree tried to get the pancake. It was unsuccessful. Point Ball State. We're tied 4 apiece.
Another point that goes Will Basilio's way. Again, he's been so strong. They went to Ryan Lewis twice on that one, unable to fully get the point and get another kill to his name.
Lewis serves with an assist there from the net. It goes a lot of power from Lively, so point Ball State. Honestly, that should have been an easy kill for McKendree, but Lively, just way too much power, makes it sail into the front row of the stands.
Yeah, it looked like he was just a little bit late on that one.
Ryan Lewis set to serve. He hits the net, so we'll give the point to McKendree, and we are tied 5 apiece.
Another service error for the Cardinals, just beating themselves up.
As service error number 13 now for the Cardinals. Combined 23 in this ball game. That is something that needs to change for both of these teams. What doesn't need to change is Lucas Machado being able to get the finesse for the kill there in the middle block position.
It's always fun to see the setter just dump one down. They know they can do it, but is it always the smartest decision? Machado knows when it's smart and when not.
Basilio tries to get the pancake to keep that kill alive. We will give the point there to the Bearcats. Cardinal fans are going to be happy with the effort, but credit Roland Lively. He is able to get that point there for the Bearcats. So we are tied 6 apiece here in set number 3. Scherer with the dig. Machado with the kill. The Brazilian duo gets the point there for Ball State.
Well, it looks like Shondell must have heard you, Max.
Brazil kill was a wonderful call there by the legendary Steve Shondell. As Braden Savitsky-Lynn set to serve, there's a fight at the net. The joust goes in favor of the Bearcats. So point McKendree. We remain tied 7 apiece.
I mean, that was some precise location on that dump right there. Just hanging on to stick in and keep this one tied.
And Nate Flater was the main reason why the Bearcats were able to score. Flater with the hit, finds it back to Ball State. There's the kill, and it's good for Flater. Looked like it was going to be going out of bounds, but barely stays in the paint, so we give the point there to Bearcats. They lead once again, now 8-7. So Lively will serve for McKendree. They are only up by 1 point, as in the back row it's Rogers. Rogers drives to the front row. He gets the kill. So he's able to get the lift, the hit there from Scherer, and then the kill for Patrick Rogers keeps this tied 8 apiece.
It's about time that you see something out of Patrick Rogers here in this third set. This one's so meaningful, and it's all tied up.
Hard serve. That's Machado diving to keep this one alive. Rogers gets the kill. So point Ball State, they lead 9-8. It's tooled out of bounds by McKendree. But mostly for Ball State, they are thrilled to be able to once again take the lead. As it's 9-8, who will be the first to double digits? We will find out as Machado with the dig from McKendree. Tripp tries to get a kill, saved by Ball State. Rogers tries to get a kill on the far side. Last touched by Wedgen, and the point for the Cardinals. They are the first to double digits. They lead 10-8.
Well, just another time where Patrick Rogers is stepping up. I said it's about time, and well, there it is. You know, that's 3 in a row from the captain himself.
The reason why he is an All-American is Rogers, as there is a joust at the net. This time, though, it goes the way of the Bearcats, and you see Nate Flater being able now to serve for the Bearcats. A quick stoppage in the action as it's a little slick right now, so we are seeing the Ball State Cardinals trying to clean up the court, and we should be back. Again, Flater is set to serve. Flater joined Patrick Rogers as an AVCA National Player of the Year contender, one of 15 nominees, as he will get the service error, so the point goes in favor of the Cardinals. They lead 11-9. That's service error number 11 for McKendree. It's been a while since we have seen a service error from them.
Yeah, you know how they go in their huddle after. I was wondering if someone said something that really got them going, but looks like they still made those errors.
So Rogers able to lift across the net. However, it is the kill there once again from Flater. So it will be the point there for the Bearcats.
Again, that's what the Bearcats are so good at, that quick-paced offensive tempo. When they get into that and find a groove and rhythm, they're able to capitalize, and that's what they did right there.
Cards lead by 1 here in set number 3 as Will Basilio able to get the kill. Climbs the ladder, gets the kill from the left side, point Ball State, and Peter Zarowski comes back in for the Cardinals. Only his second appearance of the year. He made his season debut February 5th against Queens, had a single service attempt, did not go. As Rogers finds Machado, now Basilio, can he get the kill? Not so fast, says McKendree. Wedgen. Pressure from the Cardinals. Zarowski keeps it alive. Now Patrick Rogers cannot get the kill. Nearly hits the scoreboard on that back row. There's the block from Ball State. Basilio. Machado. Over the nets. Can it be Flater? It will be the point for the Bearcats. Will Klemek able to score. So 12-11, and Zarowski will take a seat. Will Patterson will come in to quickly be subbed out for Scherer.
Yeah, I went right at his feet, just a little bit too slow and behind on that one, but he did keep the play alive earlier, so you got to respect it.
12-11, Ball State leads. Machado with Basilio. Fight at the net. It goes in favor of McKendree. They tie it 12 apiece. Good effort there from Basilio, but that is a difficult front line from McKendree.
Yeah, and when you're just that, you're just barely off time between your outside and your setter. That's what's going to happen. It's just going straight into the net.
Machado with Savitsky Lind, unable to score. And it will go out of bounds. Last touch by McKendree. So we will give the point there to Savitsky Lind. It looked like McKendree should have had the ability to send that back in, but instead they're tool it out of bounds. Point Ball State. They lead 13-12. Here in set number 3 again. Cardinals sets 1 and 2. And in the road to 25, Cardinals looking for 12 more points. Ryan Lewis set to serve on the near side for the Ball State Cardinals. Here's the serve. Off the net. Received for the Bearcats. Rejected from Basilio with the block at the net. Point Ball State. Will Basilio. Another big-time play for the Canadians.
He has been all over the place, whether it's the back row defensively flying around, making plays, and now on the defensive side on the front row getting a big-time block.
16 of Lewis set to serve. Too much power, so it'll be 14-13. Advantage Ball State only by 1 with Wetjen to serve.
Boy, did that one get away from him.
It looked like the last time Lewis was going to try and serve, it was going to be an error. Cardinals were lucky that time as Machado trying to use some soccer moves to keep that play alive. It goes out of bounds off the touch of Machado. So point Bearcats there on a 2-0 run. Most importantly, though, they have tied this up 14 apiece in the road to 15. As Cardinals with the dig. That was Rogers to Lewis. Lewis gets the kill, and the Cardinals will lead into the media timeout once again. So Ball State leads 15-14 as we will take a quick timeout here from Worthen Arena. Cardinals leading 15-14. This is SportsLink Digital Radio presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Looking for flawless awards, trophies, plaques, medals, or engraved keepsakes right here in Muncie? Head to Awards Plus, your hometown expert for over 25 years. Located at 301 West Main Street, they're the area's leading trophy shop, serving the Muncie and surrounding area. Awards Plus delivers top quality with attention to detail and fast, reliable service. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. Stop by or call 765-282-3511. Awards Plus, where the achievements take center stage. A proud partner of Ball State Athletics.
Behind every strong hip and knee. Behind every strong shoulder.
Good catch.
Behind every strong team is our highly skilled team of experts in orthopedics. IU Health is the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of Ball State Athletics, and we're here to keep you moving. From acute injuries to chronic pain and conditions, go where the athletes go. Walk-in appointments for new injuries are available Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can always schedule a same-day or next-day appointment and wait from the comfort of your home. Visit iuhealth.org/MuncieOrtho to learn more.
The best stories in Ball State sports, plus live broadcasts, right in your timeline.
Follow us at BSU SportsLink.
Welcome back to Worthen Arena as the Ball State Cardinals lead 15-14 here in set number 3. It's a lot of back and forth action to LJ. Cardinals won set 1 and 2. If McKendree wants to stay alive, what's it going to take?
Yeah, they just need to find that pace that they've found successful on the offensive side. Just quick play, but then also not worrying about the mistakes that they make. Head up, next play mentality.
Basilio serves. It is the error from Ball State, so we will give the point there to the Bearcats as we are tied 15 apiece here in set number 3. It is going to be difficult for McKendree to come back, but they would love to do anything they can to avoid the sweep here in Muncie. Machado finds Lewis near side. Lewis cannot get the kill. Now let's see what Wetjen and the Bearcats can do. There's the error from Machado, trying to get the receiving error, so the point goes to the Bearcats. And that was just some luck there from McKendree for Machado to kind of lose control of the ball. So this will be trip to serve for the Bearcats. They lead 16-15, but the power from Braden Savitsky Lind, that was a rocket. And he ties this one 16 apiece.
Oh my gosh, it knocked him off his feet and sent it all the way cross court back to the Ball State bench. The power on that swing, unreal.
You can tell Braden Savitsky Lind was probably frustrated that the Cardinals were not having the lead at that point as Tyler Wins makes his second appearance for the Cardinals here today on the serve. Blocked at the net. That's Machado staying alive for McKendree. Patterson able to get the kill. And it wasn't pretty, but Ball State now has the lead 17-16. As again, Tyler Wins, the freshman out of Winter Park, Florida. In his 10th appearance of the year, he gets the service error number 4 on his early Ball State career. So making it 17 apiece. That's service error number 15 now for the Ball State Cardinals. Couple substitutions. We'll get them to you momentarily. Victor Scherer makes his way in for the Ball State Cardinals. As we will see Morikawa to serve. Second time we've been able to see Jack Morikawa here tonight. And if you weren't joining us early, we're tied 17 apiece here in set number 3. Morikawa has a lot of power usually, but this time not enough power, all net, so point Ball State.
Yeah, you can see in that swing that, man, there's a lot of excitement there behind that one, but just a little too south on the finish. Doesn't allow that one to get up and over the net. And a good break for the Cardinals.
Lively re-enters the ball game now for the Bearcats. Cards lead 18-17 here in set number 3. Machado to serve. Machado heaved by the Bearcats with the attempt there for Hoskin. He's able to get the point. So the kill there from Sam Hoskin will tie this game 18 apiece, sending Nate Flater set to serve. And for Sam Hoskin, we really haven't heard much from him in the third until now, as Scherer on the save for Ball State. Diaz finds Hoskin, rejected by Ball State first time by. Now on the other end, it's Wetjen, and it will go out of bounds. Point Ball State.
That was great defense right there. They had the 3 on the block on the left side. They get it. McKendree gets it back and sets it over to the the right. Cardinals were able to get 2 over. Throws off the swing and gets a point there.
Patrick Rogers on the serve. Cardinals look to be the first to 20 points here. Scherer on the save. And Basilio, too much power. Point for the Bearcats. And it was a question of, was he going to be able to paint the lines and keep it inbounds for the point? Ultimately, about an inch or 2 out of bounds gives Sam Hoskin and the Bearcats the opportunity to score 20. We are tied 19 apiece. Machado finds it to Basilio. It's the antenna hit by McKendree. Point Ball State. So the Cardinals lead 20-19. Will Patterson set to serve. So can Will Patterson have the ace? It's over the net, and instead it will be Clement from the middle block spot, able to get the easy kill. That has been his sweet spot. Just standing right there, getting the easy kill across the net, and he actually went out of bounds. So we will instead give the point to Ball State. Thought it was going to be enough for a kill. Ultimately, the official said not so fast. you went out of bounds there. So officially 21-19. Our apologies there. This one, though, there's no question. Lamech able to score the kill there. So it's 21-20. Cards only lead by 1.
Yeah, that quick pace on offense where you're able to just dump it right next to you as the setter. As long as the timing's there, man, that's going to work in your favor a handful of times. They get a huge point to cut it back to a 1-point deficit.
See the serve there in front of the Bearcats. They trail by 1, 21-20. Will Basile tries to get the kill, trying to keep it alive as the back row for the Bearcats. They keep it this time by. Brady Savitsky-Lynn cannot get the kill. Lewis had the power, but that back row attack still keeping it alive. Rogers, Machado, Lewis. Kill for Ball State, 22-20. And you can start to see it on the eyes of the Cardinals. They are eyeing a sweep.
Lewis with some passion and energy behind that swing. Didn't have a whole lot of time to get a step in. That was a flat foot jump up and swing, and boy, he brought it down.
Lewis on the serve. It will be an ace as the Cardinals lead 23-20. This is the worst time for McKendree to make an error like that. And a timeout taken by Nikki Sandlin. We will keep this one here. It is 23-20 here in set number 3 as the Ball State Cardinals have a chance to get the 7th sweep in a row as they have won 20 straight sets. They would love to win number 21. But for McKendree, what's it going to take for them to be able to win this set?
Yeah, well, you can't give the Cardinals points like that. You have to return a serve, you know, the basics. But really, I feel like a broken record, but boy, when they get to that quick pace offense where it's the setter and then he just dumps it right to his right or left, that's where they find their rhythm. And then not only their rhythm, but man, they can go on a run there. And we've seen that. That's why they've been in each of the sets. And so only down 3, it's not the end of the world. A smart timeout to calm the team down. Still in it, but you can't beat yourself up. You just have to play your game.
So it is 23-20. Ryan Lewis set to serve for the Ball State Cardinals here in set number 3. Cardinals lead 2-0, and the Cards are 2 points away from win number 11 on the year. Ryan Lewis with the serve, too much power, and it barely goes out, so that will be service error number 16 for Ball State. That is not at all what head coach Mike Iondola wanted his Cardinals to do. So Wetjen serves for the Bearcats. Scherer, Machado, Patrick Rogers, and we have hit match point with the kill there from Rogers. And Will Basilio has the honor to get the serve. Worthen on its feet. Will Basilio across the net. Back row tries to keep it alive for McKendree. And there's the kill from Tyler Tripp. We will try this again. 24-22. As the Cardinals look to remain undefeated in MIVA action. And it will be Tyler Tripp to serve for the Bearcats. They trail by 2 here in set number 3. Tripp across the line. Scherer keeps it alive, finds Machado. Now to Rogers. Diaz finds it, now to Wetjen. It's out of bounds, barely kept in bounds. I thought it went out, but they say it's last touch by the Cardinals. So the point for the Bearcats in the timeout taken by Ball State. We will keep it here. Next point is SportsLink's latest Follow Doc, directed by Josh Bobe, produced by Will Cheratini and Keegan McClure. Next Point offers an in-depth look at the men's volleyball team, exploring their lives on and off the court. New episodes released the first week of every month, February through May, on YouTube and a Ball State Sports Link. And we are still in match point as the Cardinals, they lead 24-23, but a timeout has to be taken here, and that makes sense because Ball State has been making some bad mistakes there. And again, it should have been over, but Cardinals last touch it and give the point to the Bearcats.
Yeah, they barely get a piece of it, and so that keeps the Bearcats alive. Again, Bearcats just finding something offensively, but also just not beating themselves up. You know, like that's a lot of pressure to get that serve over the net and keep this, you know, match alive, and they've been able to do so. Another opportunity at it, only down by one, absolutely in this one.
So let's see what Tyler Tripp and the Bearcats can bring with the opportunity to keep this alive for the Bearcats. There's the ace. We are tied 24 apiece, and it's time for free volleyball as McKendree has tied this thing up. So it is 24 apiece here in set number 3. There's the service error to give the point back to Ball State, and it's match point once again. That is service error number 14 for the Bearcats, number 30 on the day, and the honor to Braden Savitsky-Lind with the opportunity to give the Cards the win. Savitsky-Lind over the net. McKendree on the attack. Wetjen, not enough power. Patrick Rogers the kill, saved by Diaz. McKendree tries to get the kill once again. Ball State, though, with Rogers. Finesse over the net, it wasn't enough. Can McKendree get the stop? That's Nate Flater to tie this up. We remain 25 apiece.
Man, McKendree just won't go away. The Cardinals scrapping for every last ball that they can get their hands on. McKendree's just patiently standing over there. They're in control right now, Max.
So we are tied 25 apiece. McKendree looking to stay alive with Lively on the serve. Cardinals with Ryan Lewis on the near side, unable to get the kill. It's kept alive, though, with Machado. Patterson, Machado for the kill. It goes the way of the Cardinals. It's 26-25, match point, set number 3. Machado has the opportunity to give the Cardinals win number 11. Machado, hey, coming into this game with 12 aces. Can he get enough? Machado, there's the service error. That's the opposite of what Ball State was hoping for. We remain tied 26 all. That is service error number 17 on the day for the Ball State Cardinals. And a timeout taken by Nikki Sandlin. We will keep this here. This broadcast is produced by the students of Ball State Sports League and presented by Victory Honda Muncie. For your next new or pre-owned vehicle, drop by the showroom at the corner of McCowden and Morrison Road in Muncie, or visit victorymuncie.com. Max Gillie, LJ Shrieve here with you. Set number 3. It is getting intense here. It feels like Ball State has momentum, and then they make the mistake, and it remains tied 26 all. It was a really good set for Ball State until now, as it is currently tied 26 apiece.
Yeah, they had an opportunity to win it at 24-20, and it's tough to hand that one away, but they did that, and they've been able to keep in control, but you know, it in this extra volleyball time, but at the same time, you still, this is a big opportunity for McKendree because it's tied up, obviously, but then they're serving. So they're in control right here. They can get their first lead for a long time.
26 all, set number 3. Plater to serve. Plater with the assist from the net. Machado finds it to Rogers. Too much power. Point for the Bearcats. And it is now set point with the possibility of Bearcats winning set number 3. Ball State taking the final timeout of set number 3. Mike Iandolo having to talk to his squad and draw up the game plan of what it's going to take to be able to win set number 3.
Yeah, ideally for the Cardinals, you get a nice stop right here and then are able to find your offensive rhythm, because ever since McKendree got back into this game and didn't allow them to finish it off in regulation, I mean, the Cardinals just have looked sporadic all over the place. You just don't really know what you're going to see from them right now. And, you know, it's tough to close out a game. Even at home when you have this type of crowd behind you, it's tough to close it out when you can't find an offensive rhythm or even just a smooth 3 touches, excuse me. So we'll see what they come out with out of the timeout.
McKendree leads 27-26 here in set number 3. Cardinals won sets 1 and 2. McKendree looks to avoid the sweep with Flater to serve. We have hit set point for the Bearcats. Flater off the net. Machado finds it to Patterson. McKendree back on the attack. And that's going to be enough for Sam Hoskin to get a kill. And the Bearcats steal set number 3, 28-26. And what changed for McKendree to be able to take set number 3?
Yeah, well, they just showed their grit. You know, we saw the Cardinals come back in set number 2 and get a big win. But, boy, that was that's exactly what McKendree did in that set. Quite impressive.
We'll take a quick timeout as the Bearcats win set number 3, 28-26. This is Thursday night MIVA Volleyball on SL Digital, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our lower prices. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership, and here's why. We stand behind every car we sell and are dedicated to helping our customers save time and money. All our pre-owned cars undergo a rigorous 182-point inspection and come with a 90-day warranty to ensure that you're getting a Victory quality vehicle. Plus, you'll get 2 years of complimentary oil changes and tire rotations. We're part of a top 15 dealership group and have an enormous selection of vehicles with access to inventory at over 45 locations. You always get more for your trade and the best possible rates with us. We have an excellent relationship with hundreds of lenders. Our exclusive car dock maintenance and membership program will help you save hundreds of dollars in the process of maintaining your vehicle. Lastly, our state-of-the-art body shop and certified technicians perform high-quality repairs and paintwork on most vehicle makes and models. Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership.
From trivia night at Brothers and tater tots at Roots.
Never miss a Ball State game with SportsLink Digital.
Welcome back to Worthen Arena as the Bearcats took set number 3, 28-26. Match Gillie, LJ Shrieve here with you on SL Digital, powered by Victory Honda Muncie. Couple of scores around the country in men's volleyball. And of MIVA importance, number 13, Lindenwood sweeps Purdue Fort Wayne tonight. They will be taking on Ball State tomorrow night. You can hear that right here on SL Digital with Annika Whitty and Braden Carroll on the call of that one. Then Northern Kentucky hosted Maryland Eastern Shore, and the Norse get their second win of the year in a 3-0 sweep against 7-3 Maryland Eastern Shore. And then Loyola Chicago up 1-0 against number 14 Lewis. A lot of eyes going to be on that matchup as Loyola Chicago looks to still be one of the top teams in the MIVA. So that is just some of the MIVA action happening across the country as Ball State again won sets number 1 and sets number 2. But set number 3 went in favor of McKendree. So it will be McKendree going now from left to right as Ball State makes their way back on the court. Now the big thing we got to do is just wait for ESPN to come back from the network break, which they will, and let's get ready. Set number 4 as the Cardinals, they had won 20 straight sets. That streak now broken as McKendree took set number 3 in a back-and-forth battle. So again, we will see Ball State up 2-1 as McKendree is going to try and do everything in their power to force a set number 5. That's long in the future. Now we got to focus on what it's going to take for Ball State to come back and win set number 4.
You saw a struggle from Patrick Rogers, especially to end that set. He was unable to get the Cardinals over the hump, and so with that being said, seeing him come out with confidence and just regaining that, I think is going to be a huge sign of how set number 4 goes for the Cardinals.
Slater serves for the Bearcats as Ryan Lewis on the far side gets the kill. So point Ball State. Lewis heaves it to his left, gets the kill, and the first point for the Cardinals in set number 4.
Kill number 12 on the evening. Lewis continuing to stay hot.
Machado now serves for the Ball State Cardinals. They lead 1-0 in set number 4. Machado. The back row attack from McKendree, somehow able to try and keep it alive from Mech, unable to get the lift, and the point goes in favor of the Cardinals off of the receiving error. 2-0 advantage Ball State here in set number 4 in the road to 25 for the Ball State Cardinals. Diaz with the dig. We saw Tripp trying to get the left-handed kill. Instead, Patrick Rogers attempts the kill, not enough power. Wetjen can get the kill this time, however, for McKendree, and the Bearcats get their first point.
Basilio just a little slow in the back row. We haven't seen that a lot tonight. He's been super active back there for the Cardinals, but on that play, just a little bit too slow, and a big break for the Bearcats.
So Bearcats on the serve. That's Sam Hoskin. He gets all net. So that's the service error number 14 of the day for McKendree. And for Ball State fans, that's now point number 3. Cards lead 3-1 here in set number 4. This is Patrick Rogers to serve. Rogers. Diaz with the save for McKendree. As Tripp able to get the dive and score for McKendree.
McKendree just hanging in there, you know. They're making plays where they need to. They're so scrappy. And so when you have a team that's just scrappy, you're going to make plays like that.
So McKendree set to serve. They trail 3-2 here in set number 4 as Will Basilio on the near side gets the right-handed kill as that gives point number 4 now to the Cardinals.
Basilio up in double digits now in kills. That's number 10 for him.
So it will be the Cardinals on the serve. That is Patterson. As you see the attempt there from McKendree to keep this thing alive. There's a dive from Flater. Will it be enough? Tripp tries to get a kill. Not this time. Flater across the net. Now Patrick Rogers from the middle with the kill. So 5-2, and the bomb from Patrick Rogers gives the point to Ball State.
Iandola with a couple fist pumps there. He was fired up to see his captain soar in from the back row and give the Cardinals now a 3-point lead. Big time play from Rogers.
Patterson on the serve. McKendree receives. This is Tripp with the protection of that front wall from Ball State. Ryan Lewis on the far side. Can he get the kill? Yes, he can. Point Ball State. They lead 6-2 here in set number 4.
Man, that was a wacky set from Rogers originally. But the Cardinals were able to hang on to it. Impressive play there from Lewis.
So McKendree with Wetjen attempting the kill. Ball State receives. Basilio on the near side, cannot lift over the net. There's a block from Ball State, though. Basilio tries to get the kill this time by. He hits it his right, received by McKendree. Tripp tries to lift it with the right-handed kill. He hands it off to Patrick Rogers, and Patrick Rogers back-to-back kills.
Well, there it is. I talked about how will Patrick Rogers approach this fourth set. Man, he is playing aggressive. And most importantly for the Cardinals, he is playing to win. The leader is taking his team.
So this will be a timeout taken by McKendree. We will take one, too. As the Ball State Cardinals lead 7-2 here in set number 4 for Thursday night MIVA Volleyball from Worthen Arena.
Today we have two very special guests on our program. Introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
You're listening to SportsLink Digital, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Your home for live Ball State sports.
Well, for the best stories in Ball State sports, our latest videos and SportsLink program information can be found at ballstatesportslink.com. That's ballstatesportslink.com. Max Gillie, LJ Shrieve here with you on SL Digital, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. We are in set number 4 as the Ball State Cardinals lead 7-2 in an early timeout taken by head coach Nikki Sandlin. What's her conversation with the Bearcats?
You know, that huddle, Max, it's going to be interesting to see how they come out of it, because struggling early in set number 4 doesn't necessarily put you away. This team has a lot of grit and fight. We've seen that so far tonight. I expect to see more of it.
So Roland Lively able to get the kill there from the middle blocker position. So point for the Bearcats as they trail 7-3 here in set number 4. As Cardinals on the far side. That's Ryan Lewis attempting to kill. It won't be enough. Instead, Tyler Tripp, the other side, gives the point to the Bearcats. 2-0 run for McKendree. Whatever Coach Sandlin told them at timeout was clearly working, as again they're on a 2-0 run.
There it is, that quick offensive tempo for the Bearcats working in their favor.
So McKendree on the serve with Wetjen. Cardinals with Patrick Rogers, rejected at the rim, has to find it to Will Basilio, double hit, and the point goes now to the Bearcats. And Ball State was really just caught standing and watching there.
The Cardinals startled from that timeout by the Bearcats. The defense struggling to connect.
Bryce Wetjen, too much power, heaves it nearly into the front row, so the point goes to Ball State. That service error now number 15 on the day for McKendree, so these two have combined for 32 service errors. As Ryan Lewis will serve for the Ball State Cardinals, they lead by 3 here in set number 4. On the far side, there's the attempt there from Tripp, and that one soars wide right. So the point goes to Ball State. And that is just back-to-back errors from McKendree, really shooting themselves in the foot there.
And these errors aren't really being forced by the Cardinals. That's just self-inflicted, sailing them out of bounds when you have the ability to control that speed and tempo that you're playing with. They know where they're at their best, and it seems like they're just unable to consistently get to that spot.
So Ball State on the serve. That's Ryan Lewis with the serving error. Gives the point there to McKendree. And this will send Tyler Tripp to the line to serve for the Bearcats. He gets the service error. So back-to-back service errors. We will have the lead now be 10-6 as the Cardinals first to double digits. And that's one thing the Cardinals have done really well is throughout this ball game, they have been the first to score early as Basilio on the serve for the Cardinals. They are up by 4 as Lively tries to get the kill down the middle. It will not work. Saved by Ryan Lewis. He goes out of bounds and will send it outside to his right. So he was looking like he was going to be able to hit it towards his left and keep it alive, but instead he goes wide right and gives the point there to McKendree.
A rare miss hit there from Lewis, but Basilio was the one to keep it alive again, putting his body on the line.
10-7 advantage Ball State as Tyler Tripp able to get a kill there from the left block, and that has been the go-to spot for McKendree. If they're going to get those kills, it is going to be on the left side of the court. So 10-8, advantage Ball State. As Lively with the attempt at the serve. It goes over the net, and Patrick Rogers will get the kill as McKendree sails right in front of the handheld camera in front of the first row of seats, so the point goes in favor of Ball State.
Rogers started set number 4 off so hot, and then ever since that timeout really cooled off, the Cardinals needed him right there.
Cardinals on the serve. They are up by 3 as you see Hoskin on the near side, unable to get the kill. Saved by Flater in front of the TV booth. As Cardinals now on the attack. This is Machado. Finds it to Will Basilio down the middle for the kill. So 12-8. As the Cards are up by 4 here in set number 4.
Basilio up to 11 kills. We mentioned it. About twice the amount that he averages. He has been on one tonight.
And Brain Savitsky Lind, just a little too much power there on the serve. It's a serving error, giving the point to the Bearcats as they trail now 12-9 after Ball State commits service error number 19 on the day. So Flater on the serve for the Bearcats, hit from the back row, and Ryan Lewis with the left-handed kill. He heaves it to his left, keeps it inbounds. Point, Ball State.
Big time from the Ball State offense. After having that service error, you come back, you get a defensive stop. Basilio getting on the floor once again to keep it alive, and Lewis doing what he does best. Gets his 14th kill of the evening.
Basilio on the serve. Sam Hoskin on the near side tries to get the kill for McKendree. It will not go. Patrick Rogers tries to get the kill. It goes in favor of McKendree. Back row attack now from Scherer. Finds it to Patterson down the middle. Point Ball State. And it is 14-9. Will Patterson able to drive his way down the middle and get the kill. So this will be Machado on the serve for the Ball State Cardinals. There is Klemek. Klemek saved by Ball State in the back row. So Diaz finds it to Hoskin near side. Hoskin, Scherer for Ball State now. And Ryan Lewis gets the last laugh. Point Ball State on the kill from Ryan Lewis.
Cardinals have found their rhythm offensively. They're sharing the love. And they force a timeout, and a smart one from the Bearcats.
So the Cardinals lead 15-9 here in set number 4. We will keep this here. Next point is SportsLink's latest Follow Doc, directed by Josh Bobay, produced by Will Cheratini and Keegan McClure. Next point offers an in-depth look at the men's volleyball team exploring their lives on and off the court. New episodes released the first week of every month, February through May, on YouTube at Ball State Sports Link. And I know some of you are on YouTube right now joining us on SL Digital Radio, so the first episode is already out. You should definitely check that out after this broadcast continues. Once again, it's 15-9, advantage Ball State here in set number 4. Max Gillie, LJ Shrieve here with you on SL Digital, powered by Victory Honda. And Ball State holds a 6-point advantage here. What's it going to take for them to secure the win?
Last time there was a timeout called by the Bearcats. They went on a run. The Cardinals really struggled to find a rhythm out of it. If they can come out of this timeout, they force the Bearcats to call, and they can come out and just continue to play with the momentum that they had before that, that's going to carry over to a lot of success. The Cardinals need to come out and continue the momentum that they had before that timeout. Bearcats trying to kill it and create some of their own.
So Cardinals on the serve with Machado. Machado hits it back row. McKendree back on the attack, rejected by Pat. And Patrick Rogers, Will Patterson, the two of them combine for the block and the point for Ball State.
Well, there it is, a big-time stop for the Cardinals out of the timeout, and a big-time block.
So 16-9, Ball State able to have the lead here. As just have a quick stoppage in play, as it looks like Ball State is trying to keep the Terraflex core to no longer shift and keep it live. Or according to Shondell, they're looking for a spider. I kid you not, I've never heard that before. I think this is the first spider stoppage I've ever seen. All right then, it is 16-9, advantage Ball State after the brief spider interruption. As Machado on the serve. Hoskin tries to get the kill. He hits that wide right. Point Ball State. So the Cardinals lead 17-9, and they are 8 points away from being able to hold a set number 4 win, as the Bearcats are set to challenge. They feel it was last touched by the Cardinals, so we will wait and see what the officials end up calling here.
Why not throw that challenge card out there, because you're at this point you're down 17-9. If you get the stop, it's 16-10. Obviously that's 2-point swing, but you just need some momentum, so you got to try and create some of your own, whether that comes off this challenge being correct or not. Any way you can find some momentum as the Bearcats is needed right now. It is desperation time.
So again, Cardinals lead 17-9 here in set number 4, as the officials trying to determine who had the last touch. We wait for the response here from Worthen Arena, as again Ball State won sets 1 and 2, 25-19 and 25-20 respectively. Set number 3, it went down to the wire with McKendree getting the win there, 28-26. And even though Ball State has the 8-point lead, it is the challenge going in favor of the Cardinals. So 17-9. Currently the score here as Machado set to serve. As again, McKendree unsuccessful on that challenge. They are out of timeouts here in set number 4. Machado with the assist from the net. Heaves it to Flater. Flater will hit it out of bounds. The intended pass was to Wetjen, and the point goes to Ball State, and McKendree just confused there with the pass from Flater to Wetjen going out of bounds.
Miscommunication. Once again, that is not going to help this team out, and especially in the momentum side, just way off.
Machado had the serve. Hoskin from the right side able to get the kill. So point for the Bearcats. And Hoskins will serve. So 18-10, quick substitution as we receive Braden Savitsky-Lynn make his way back in for Will Patterson. Also, Daniel Gunther makes his way in. First time we've seen his name called in quite a bit for the Ball State Cardinals. As Henry on the serve. This is Wetjen rejected And how about Daniel Gunter making his way into the game and immediately getting a block?
Big time impact, and the teammates in the huddle are fired up for him. How could you not be? Coming in right off the bench, making an impact like that. Big time play.
The German brick wall gives the 9-point advantage to Ball State, 19-10. Tripp tries to get the kill for McKendree. It will not be enough. Cardinals back on the attack. Slater. Diaz. Wetjen. Blocked again. However, it's tooled out of bounds, so the point goes in favor of the Bearcats. It was again a block there by Gunter and Lewis, but the officials say it is last touched by Gunter. And the point now goes in favor of the Bearcats with McKendree set to serve. As, by the way, making his way into the game is Mason Height, making his first appearance of the day. So a couple new faces in for both of these squads. Cards lead 19-11. On the serve there from McKendree. Cardinals try to get the kill with Gunther. It won't be enough. Triple block again. Will Basilio. No, says McKendree. How about Wetjen? Blocked again, and it will be last touched by Basilio. Point McKendree.
A missed opportunity there from the Cardinals as that one was just being passed between the two along the net. Won by the Bearcats, but it looked like the Cardinals had a good look. Basilio just slightly off.
So service error there from the Bearcats as Wetjen, too much power, sends it flying. So 20-12 advantage Ball State. As Will Patterson makes his way in for Daniel Gunter, who made a wonderful return for the Ball State Cardinals. That's what you hope to see. Someone coming off the bench and immediately making an impact. That's what Daniel was able to bring. But Patterson set to serve for the Cardinals. They are 5 points away from win number 11. As Lively from the middle block, able to get the precise pass for the kill. So point McKendree. As the Bearcats set to serve, they trail by 7.
Again, that quick dump off, working in the favor of the Bearcats.
The Bearcats hit it towards the back row. Cardinals with Patrick Rogers on the kill. Rejected at the net. Point for McKendree. So there's a joust at the net, and Lively gets the kill instead. That is a difficult one-on-one matchup between Lively and Rogers. Ultimately, this time, though, in favor of McKendree. So 20-14, your score here. Cards lead in set number 4. As Ryan Lewis tries to get the kill from the far side, it will not go. How about Tripp from the near side? He is unable to get the kill. Rogers punches over the net. McKendree receives. Tripp punches it now to his right, received by Scherer. Machado, Basilio, yes! So 21-14, the kill from Will Basilio. And we are down to 4 points away from the Cardinals, taking a set number 4 win, as the Ball State faithful doing the Macarena in the background, just for those curious at home. As we return back to the action, Lively with a live grenade with a kill there. Point McKendree.
Boy, was that one quick and powerful. That's unguardable right there. Man, that's impressive from the Bearcats.
Rip to serve for the Bearcats. They trail 21-15. Cardinals with Ryan Lewis able to get the kill, and last touch by McKendree. Point Ball State. So 22-15, Ryan Lewis, who had been somewhat radio silent in set number 4. That's an impactful play. So Cards will serve. They need 3 points. Get win number 11 on the year as Flater finesses it over the net, received by Ball State. Lewis tries to get the kill. Diaz keeps it alive. Dig for Scherer. And there's Braden Savitsky-Lynn down the middle with the kill.
Man, that was impressive that the Bearcats kept that one alive. Going right at his bench, they keep it alive, but then the Cardinals just too quick with their offensive attack. 2 points away from finishing this one off.
Basilio to serve. Received in the back row. Flater finds it to Tripp. Cards try and keep it alive, but it ends up being tipped out of bounds by the Ball State back row, so point McKendree. As Morikawa makes his way back in. Morikawa only been seen a couple times here today, but he has a lot of power, does Morikawa. Morikawa on the serve. Received by Scherer and Ball State. Lewis from the back row, there's the kill. And Worthen is standing. We have hit match point. Set number 4. Cards lead 24-16. And it will be Cardinals with the opportunity to get the win as Tyler Wint, the freshman, to serve. And all eyes on this freshman as the Cardinals look to stay alive. McKendree receives it from the back row. There's the fight at the net. It goes in favor of the Cardinals, and that's all she wrote from Muncie. Ball State wins set number 4, 25-16. And the Cardinals win 3-1 against McKendree. Cardinals will improve to 11-1, 3-0 in the MIVA. McKendree falls to 6-5 and 1-2 in the MIVA. But Max, Gillie, LJ Shrieve here with you on SL Digital, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. And we were in for a treat when it was a top 12 matchup, and the Volts here in Muncie, they saw a fight to the finish with Ball State able to take the win.
They did. A fight to the finish is exactly right, Max. You said it. The Cardinals able to prevail. We talked about coming into this one, if they're faced with some adversity, how will they handle it? Well, they showed us they struggled in set number 2 to start. They came back and won that one. They gave up set number 3, and so there was some adversity that they faced. But then here in set 4, they came out and pretty much cruised here. They played very well on all phases, defensively, offensively. It was a smooth win, and set number 4 is something to be proud of for the Cardinals.
So the Cardinals will improve their record to 11-1. They will take on number 13 ranked Lindenwood tomorrow night here after the Lindenwood squad got the sweep at Purdue Fort Wayne earlier tonight. Couple stats to know. Ball State wins the kill battle 57-47. McKendree had 20 attacking errors, 17 serving errors. Ball State only 13 attacking errors, but 19 serving errors. Cards have 4 aces to 2. They have 41 digs to 39. They win the block battle 9-6. But I want to focus on those errors because both of these teams probably have a lot of points they would like to have back from those errors.
Yeah, well, you first have to look at the service errors. Both of these teams really struggled on that side. And I felt like it was McKendree in the first half of the 4 sets, and then they kind of got things together, but the Cardinals were in control on the air side of things, especially the service errors to start this match. But then, man, they fell apart in set number 3, and even you saw a handful of errors in set number 4 on the service side, and so it is something to look at going forward. These are 2 of the top teams in the country, yet struggling in one of the most simple parts of the game, and so something to look for going forward, something to build off of, but also just a reminder, man, it's so early in the season, so you're going to see those simple mistakes from these great teams.
Other stats to know for McKendree, Sam Hoskin was the leading scorer. He had 11 kills and 6 digs, 1 block, 1 assist. He was the top McKendree player. Meanwhile, for Ball State, Ryan Lewis leads the Cardinals with 17 kills, 4 digs, 4 blocks, 3 aces. Will Basilio had a big day, 12 kills for him, 7 digs. And Patrick Rogers, 10 kills and 7 digs, but most of those kills came late in this ball game. And Patrick Rogers, after struggling at the start, he helps give the Cardinals this win here.
He absolutely does, and you see it in his attitude and the way that he attacks each and every possession. If you have a leader that no matter how he's playing offensively or where he may shine, in this case the kill aspect for Patrick Rogers, struggling early, that did not affect the way that his mind was working throughout this one. And the Cardinals also have a good enough roster to where they have other players that can step up. I mean, you said it. Player of the game for me is Will Basilio. He stepped up in so many different ways, obviously in the kill aspect where you don't necessarily see him night in, night out, but 7 digs to go with that. So just a strong performance from the Canadian here in arguably one of the most important games of the season.
So McKendree once again falls to 6-5, 1-2 in MIVA play. They will travel just up the road to Purdue Fort Wayne tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Meanwhile, Ball State will be hosting number 13 ranked Lindenwood as the Cardinals get their second-ranked win of the year against number 12 McKendree. That Lindenwood matchup going to be at 6 p.m. You can hear it right here on SL Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. So for LJ Shrieve, I'm Max Gillie saying so long from Worthen as the Cardinals win 3-1 against number 12 McKendree. We'll see you back here tomorrow night for Ball State versus Lindenwood from MIVA Volleyball, Friday Night Volleyball from Worthen Arena.
This has been a production of SportsLink Digital Radio.